President Trump's crackdowns on illegal immigration are headed to court now, from efforts to ending birthright citizenship to taking on sanctuary cities and states over these ICE raids. We have live team coverage of these legal fights with Mills Hayes and Alicia Nieves. Let's start off with Mills, who's at Chicago City Hall with the Trump administration's new lawsuit. Mills, how's the state? How are Chicago leaders responding to this right now?
Hey, good morning, Markie. Well, local leaders here say that this will not stop the fact that the city of Chicago is a welcoming city. This lawsuit essentially tells local leaders to ignore state and local laws in favor of federal immigration laws, saying that it interferes with federal immigration enforcement. Now, this lawsuit argues the supremacy clause of the Constitution gives the federal government the right to create and enforce laws without interference from states. The lawsuit takes aim at state laws, the Illinois Way Forward Act and the Trust Act, which bars state law enforcement from working with federal immigration officers, Chicago City Law, the Welcoming City Ordinance, which limits local police cooperation with ICE agents, and Cook County Law policy for responding to ICE detainers, which limits county police ability to provide the federal government with information about non-citizens in their custody. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker released a statement saying, unlike Donald Trump, Illinois follows the law. The bipartisan Illinois Trust Act, signed into law by a Republican governor, has always been compliant with federal law and still is today. We look forward to seeing them in court. But some local law enforcement officials, like the sheriff who represents the city of Rockford, Illinois, Gary Caruana, says that the current legislation is preventing his deputies from doing their jobs effectively.
The Trust Act does not allow us to call immigrations and say, hey, this person has an issue and they could be dangerous. And this is where I'm concerned, is about public safety. This person could be dangerous. You might want to take a look at this. We can't do that.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson took to X, saying that the lawsuit is under review by the city's law department, adding that the safety and security of Chicago residents remains the top priority, but the city will continue to protect the working people of our city and defend against attacks on our longstanding values. Johnson accused the Trump administration earlier this week of trying to get the city to surrender its humanity, something that he says the city will not do. And Johnson has also called on the president to work with Congress to create immigration reform.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.